It's a mixed match of vintage, retro-looking bicycles and custom frame style bikes. Not too much mixie or fixie. I'm not quite sure. I don't quite get all of that, but I'm starting to learn more about those type of bikes. But anything vintage, something that has a great style body, I attracted to them if I can buy them low enough to flip and sell or rent them. That's what I'm doing. So people stop by, they ask questions about the bikes. The Mayfair Hotel nearby has a lot of tourists. They want to explore downtown. They'll hit the happy hour bars or go shopping in the bikes or go run down to MacArthur Park and check out the neighborhood.
So how did you get started flipping bikes?
Early spring this year, I wanted to add more to my business and my curb appeal. So after my popcorn machine, my trendy little carnival-style popcorn machine, I bought my first vintage bike, a 1938 Columbia bicycle off of Craigslist in Long Beach for $50. And then I got a couple more, and then people started to ask questions, I want these bikes, how much are these bikes, where can I get these bikes? And I promoted my $10 hour rental. And then I just started finding more bikes. It was like an addiction. I just started looking for bikes that I could flip. And so it's been doing really, really well. I'm learning a lot more about Trek bikes and Clonendales and your typical new Schwinn's and Huffies. And there's a market for all of that. As far as a used bike, people are looking for bikes because of the economy and being so close to downtown.
So describe what kind of a bike you might be able to build for somebody.
What would I like to build? Honestly, just a really sweet frame that has good tires, maybe some visuals, some color, but all chrome and clean, and something someone would be happy to drive around town and say, hey, I got it from Robert over at Too Bad.
And this bike here, would you describe that? I don't know how even to describe that.
This bike, I found it. It was a custom frame bike that someone was getting rid of for $45, and it was a chopper. It's kind of like a stretch bike, but it just had these other elements that I was attracted to, and of course the price was really what did it for me. But first night I took it out, I gave it an oil bath, armor all the tires, and hit happy hour downtown, and it was a blast. And I just slowly started adding to it and making it more kind of a blinged out looking crazy chopper. I've always liked vintage bikes. I've spent many summers up in Seattle and Portland, Oregon shopping, and at the end of summer bringing back all kinds of little treasures, and there was always a bike or two. But it kind of ruined it for me with the Pee Wee Herman movie when his bike was premiered. I had to sell mine, but I've always had a fondness for old bikes that are well made, American made, and you can tell even a rust bucket will ride really well, and when you fix it up, it's even better.
Cool. Can you describe the kind of bike that you found off the kid in South Central?
Oh yeah, I found a posting for a lowrider bike. It was in my price range, and had no idea what I was getting. But I went into kind of like the projects and found the kid waiting to sell him his bike, and it had all the classic frills of a lowrider bike, but it had a hand-painted picture of airbrushed of Selena on the fenders. It was quite a surprise to have. I snagged a few parts off of it for my bike, and we ended up selling it to someone who was very happy with the bike. What's been said is that I should be on Melrose or Sunset, and if I was, I'd have to charge a lot more. So because I have good rent, I found this place when I was being triple rented out of my place in Sunset in Echo Park. I landed here not knowing anything about real retail. I had my vintage stuff online, and I opened my doors and realized the neighborhood wasn't quite getting it, and they came in a lot. They liked the stuff, but they wanted other items. So I kind of turned it into more of a boutique, doing custom jewelry. I'm known for my jewelry, and accessories that go with vintage clothing. I'm kind of busting out of the seams here in this spot, and I need a bigger spot, and so we're looking at moving to Union and Temple, which is next door to the Tribal Cafe, which has different nights where they are doing vegetarian food and live music and poetry and readings and art shows. Good.
So you're gonna be happy in your new spot?
I hope so. I think it's a nice place for me to land and continue with the Too Bad operation.
A motorcycle is, a registered vehicle. A bicycle is, it's like a gasoline. Well, they got gasoline powered bicycle engines, and they got electric powered engines. I prefer the gasoline ones. They're more. It's more fun. They're faster. But it's like you take a beach cruiser and you bolt this motor on a beach cruiser, and not only do you have a bicycle, but you have the fun of like a scooter type / moped, and they're fun to ride. I had one when I was a kid on a beach cruiser, and I had lots of fun with it. And now they're coming out with these new ones, and I'm interested in them, and I'm starting to check them out, and wanting to put one maybe on my lowrider beach cruiser. But yeah, they're a lot of fun.
How fast do they go?
Well, different speeds. You can, the basic one's probably 30, 35 mile an hour. You can hot rod them up and make them go faster. Or, the electrical ones, they're slower, So, but the gas powered ones, if you hot rod them up, it depends on what you do to it, as far as speed.
So, but if you don't pedal, then do you pedal? Is it a bike?
Yeah, you can pedal it. You can ride it as a bicycle, or you can start your engine and leave your feet on the pedals as pegs, and it's got like a little, button that you push, like on a weed eater type thing, that accelerates the gas, and that's how you get the speed on them. They're fun.
5-star. Yeah, the 5-star bar is on Main, just past 2nd if you're going north, and it's in a block where they have 3 bars, kind of a Latino cha-cha bar. They're in the middle, and then there's an empty warehouse space where they throw a lot of raves, and then the 3rd bar is some kind of neighborhood ranchero gay bar. And then you have Chinatown. You're right there. It's all like in that block. Around the corner, you got Escalades, the bar where everyone lines up in the alley and hangs out. So pretty eclectic neighborhood. It kind of reminds me of 7th Street. I like it a lot over there. On Thursday nights, they do have like a bike night, and a lot of people rally and meet there from all locations. And they have different performances, a lot of live music, a lot of live bands, readings, and art. And it's a very, very nice mixed group of people. And it's great for bikes. It's a great night to stop and check out other bikes and people riding bikes. It's definitely a bike community.